Okay, Coach, we are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Check 30. Easy.
First carry for James Conner. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Alert 3. Hey, alert. 50.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he whips that one incomplete there. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. But it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run forward with Conner. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Right back to Conner here on 1st. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 2nd down now, it's Conner. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Watch tight end's right.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Run for Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas 1st down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Bryant has it. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Steelers' 24-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Check, 55, Mike. I'm coming for you, mine.
From the gun, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Marr able to put this one through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is counter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game. And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass. And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Roethlisberger now after the pick on the last drive. 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well. Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they? Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Watch the whip. These two. Wide, get wide.
To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Vance McDonald. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone. Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Set the tone, defense.
Now Pollard. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And Kelvin Benjamin's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? People say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Got it. Check right. Watch it, 5. I don't think you got it, son. 22, check cover. 22.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll run with Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready? Block 80! 56 is the mic. Coming to you, coming to you. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Check 13. Check 13. Check 16. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Roethlisberger will throw. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Check, crunch, crunch.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
We're going to work.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Connor. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson now. Going to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Tony Pollard. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 14.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Right here, right here.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
All day, defense. All day.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 1. Brings up second and a yard at the 40-yard line.
On the set. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Time to go. Night-night.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First down, Dallas.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
First down, Cowboys.
This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Pollard. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. On 3rd down, Pollard. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Check 24. Watch 24.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger He's got it complete to Thompson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Easy. We got 4.
Here's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 47.
Check. Lucky. Check 31.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready? 180. 51. Watch the flood. Motion. Kill.
Here's Connor. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Tight right.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Here's Pollard. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Jackson. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
It's our time.
Roethlisberger. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Roethlisberger now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
At the 47-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Able to find Switzer. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Third down and 12.
And the Steelers on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is third down and 12. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Brings up second and 4 at the 36-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now second and 4.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
Now it's Jackson. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. Pollard, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
To throw on second and 6, Jackson. And it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The Cowboys on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. On third down, Pollard. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. To throw is Jackson. Throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. It's Thompson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. but they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it, make them do it again.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I know it was a completion, but probably not the best decision to throw the ball into the middle of the field here. No timeouts. Give a ton of credit to him making the catch and finding a way to get to the sideline and get out of bounds.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
They're running it.
Back to throw. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a give here to Pollard, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Pollard, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Running with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with time running out as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Roethlisberger to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Pick it up, D. Shift. 50. Safe. Mike, 55.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. This from long, very long range. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Gotta do better.
First throw in overtime now for Jackson. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Now a first throw here in overtime. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him a couple on the... as it brings up a fourth down.
3 and out. Fourth down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And it's fielded at the 34. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
That part 1 is done, now part 2. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Connor. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They run with Connor. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Black 80. Yeah, let's get set. Take 2 of them. 49. Check black.
On 1st down, it's Thompson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm on.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Black 30. 56, right there, 56. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home here.
On 2nd down, it's Connor, and he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Like 80. 51. Watch the curl. Watch the double. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, Nickers, got to spin. Black and burn.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Okay, so interesting here. A field goal would win this thing, but the kicking team on the sideline, and they're going for it on fourth down. They'll run for it with Connor. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. They come out here in the eye. On second down now. It's Connor pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Pittsburgh, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.